alone without thought, staring at the blank walls. I know what I know, what I don't know. Why are so many kids being vaccinated? Monkey kidneys. Tell me it ain't so. That's a horrible thing. Please, CDC, tell me it ain't so. I know I can't sing, but you gotta listen to me anyway. If you're watching this film, too bad, I'm continue. I see a child, I see the smile, I see the children at play. There's no reason why monkey kidneys are needed to protect my child today. Where do the flowers grow? Where do the trees grow? It's my sadness that not knowing stupid vaccine can cleanse so many children horrendously. And then I messed up, that's okay. Please, CDC, tell me it ain't so. Listen to your heart. Follow the gushing stream that shoots up from the quiet waters in the middle of the lake.
I have a 19-month-old daughter, and when I was in the hospital, the doctors told me that we were not allowed to be discharged unless she got vaccinated with the vitamin K and a hepatitis vaccine. So, I mean, I had to do it, and I didn't have a choice, like live in the hospital or, you know, get her vaccinated. So she did have that vaccine, and then, you know, her first couple checkups with the pediatrician, he gave me a whole list of vaccines that she was supposed to have by the time she was age 15. And there were 48 doses of vaccines before the age of 4. Now, can you imagine putting 48 vaccines in a baby? Like, that's just insane. So I said to my nutritionist, listen, I need some help. Like, what do I do? What do I give her all of these vaccines, you know, in the time that they're, you know, recommending? Like, what do I do? So he gave me the NBIC website to go on to, which tells you all the pros and cons of the vaccines, you know, different stories of what have happened with different people by giving their children these vaccines. So I went on there and I did my research. I checked all the vaccines on the list to see what I wanted to give my daughter, and I have decided to not give her any of them because it's not worth it. I would really, really urge parents to do your research. Just please do your research. Know what you're putting into your child. You wouldn't believe the ingredients in these vaccinations. There's formaldehyde in some of them. You really want to give that to your child? Mercury.
Oh,
it's insane.
Insane.
It is just, I really urge you to just do your research. Go onto the websites. Read other parents' stories. Know what you're getting into before you vaccinate your child.
When my daughter was 13 years old, I took her to the doctor, and the doctor said she needed a meningitis shot, that it was mandatory for school. So we listened to the doctor, and within a few days, she developed double vision. Within 10 days of that shot, she was having emergency brain surgery, and we found out that she had stage 3 brain cancer. I'm not saying that the vaccine caused it, but it certainly accelerated it. And I would not recommend vaccines for anybody.
Well, I have 2 6-year-old daughters, and they've never been vaccinated. And I made that choice when I was pregnant with them because I found out how many vaccinations they were giving children. It was like 50 vaccinations.
That's right, 50 vaccinations.
And they wanted to inject my brand new infant baby with hepatitis on the first day that they were born. And
Which contains mercury, by the way.
Yeah, and I just, you know, I had read some things about autism, and I was scared of autism first and foremost. But then when I really started to read about it, I read about all the other diseases that you can be giving your children, like allergies, autoimmune disorders, asthma, brain disorders. Honest, I don't go to church, but I believe in God, and I believe that, you know, my children were born pure in this world, and that I'm not going to take diseased animal. I wouldn't personally do it myself. I wouldn't take animals, inject them with disease, make them sick, and then take their blood and then put it in a vial and inject it in myself or my enemy. I wouldn't do that to anybody, so I wouldn't want a doctor to do that to my child, even if it's in a sterile looking syringe. And do research, and don't just listen to, you know, the media and the news. Like, look into it and talk to people. But it's also scary because you can't talk to people because it's so controversial. People don't know enough about it. And people are so, that's the other thing, is doctors are so certain and people are so certain that these vaccinations work, but everything else is inconclusive. The autoimmune disorders, the reason why kids have asthma, the reasons why kids are having brain damage, the reason why kids have autism, everything else is inconclusive, but we're 100% certain that these vaccinations are curing diseases.
Children walk by, not understood that one time shot, written off their say, it wasn't meant to be. Autism, autism, autism. Why are so many children born this way? The list goes on and on. Blameless remembering memories of the past, and things like today seem so far away. There's a roar down the street, Johnny Extreme, resistance to minor change, head banging, arms flapping, self-destructive behavior. Was it a vaccine shot that caused all these things to change? From normal to out of control, my son is not the same.